G'day everyone. No edging footage today, so edging, not hedging, edging. I was promising you that today, but unfortunately very wet, couldn't get the camera there. Out in the rain, there was nowhere really to put it to show. It was an overgrown hedge and lawn, so we just got out here now. I'm going to get the ride on and show you. This is about the limit you want. You wouldn't get it on here if it was any heavier than this. This ground, very spongy as it is, and you're about to see just with this zero turn how not to create ruts in the lawn. So instead of a how to edge video today, it'll be how to not create ruts with a zero turn mower in a lawn, and this is a perfect scenario to show you because it is a bit damp, and hopefully the rain doesn't come down too heavy on this camera here, but you'll see the majority of the work that's going on. We've got well, the helper there, he's going to get all the edging sorted, and then on a future day, hopefully, out the back here, we can get out there. But by the looks of it, the council have just done that little strip, and apparently that's good enough, so I'll tidy the rest up, because otherwise, through this fencing, all the weed and everything, all the hard work we've done to get this lawn weed free, it all becomes undone when they're not staying on top of it out there. It creates a recipe for disaster for us. So just watch very carefully with these turns. You'll see as I'm coming in, I sort of dart to one way, then back out, and then go again. It's like a 3-point turn, you could say, but pretty much you want to keep that wheel constantly moving the whole time. You don't want to stop and then tear because you've reversed and you've gone back the other way. So you want to sort of just glide in, come back, and then go. You'll see it in the video. Hopefully it'll come out clear. And yeah, any questions, shoot them on through to the comments, and we'll keep this ball rolling. Thanks, guys. We'll head out the front. It's not quite as noisy for you. I'll just show you quickly. Now, the weight of the machine, you're never going to get rid of the tyre marks as such. Just the weight of the machine, you're going to see them. But keep in mind, each time you're here, remember, if you're going to go in one direction, which I could have just then, but for the purpose of the video, I went the opposite way, just to show you them turns where you're coming in and then out, because on this long run, you don't really have to do it too often. It's just, yeah, the way it works in this block, it works all right going long ways rather than across it. But by doing it like that, I'll get a close-up just of where I was doing the turns, and down this end especially. It's just, yeah, it's very soggy, and it sits, but even still, you just see here, okay, so that's zoomed out for you, and then anything out there, that's a dead spot, a hollow spot, that's not where I turned, and this is where I was turning, right? So everywhere here, even though there's a sink, it hasn't ripped and teared up the lawn, okay? So this will all stand up, come back, this will all be fine next visit, and it's not a matter of with the zero turn, there's just other methods you got to understand when you're turning with them, and that's what this video is for. So you just want to make sure as you're doing it, it's just a nice, smooth, effortless run, and depending, doesn't matter which grass type you got, but being cooch, this typically likes a double cut anyway, so going across it like I did, that's only going to help the lawn for now. Everything's slowing down. Got one more fortnightly visit here, and then that'll be it. I've just to let everyone know as much as I could, and then other people have got in contact and asked, like, when's it going monthly? And that's the thing, you've got to look at what your schedules are like and make allocations for it, because I judge it based off my own lawn as well, and if mine's slowing down, which it is, then everyone else is going to start slowing down, which they are. So I try and get everyone on the fair level playing field, and make sure that I retain as many clients as deep into the beginning of June as I can, because by doing that, it enables me to keep that profitability right up until that stage. But then I've also got all my handyman works and everything else that I'm doing. So I'll just see if I can set this camera up out the front here out of the rain. But yeah, that's a nice little tip to take away from today's video as well. You got to just try and not let clients sort of tell you how it is, because half the time they're not here seeing it as often, and they don't understand that come winter time everything's going to drop right off. It's going to go monthly. It might be beginning of September before you're back into a full routine with things. So with that, you need to make sure that you've got as much of an income coming in for as deep into winter as you can go, and then during winter you've got all these other works to draw on. So yeah, just keep that in mind too, guys. Alright, I'll set this up, hopefully out of the rain. We'll get this quickly knocked over and blow everything down, tidy everything up. We've got a bit of gardening to do, and usually do like cobwebbing, deck cleaning, everything here while we're here. So it ends up being a good day, especially with two of us. Just helps get the jobs done a lot quicker. So I'll turn this around now, we'll get some footage out here, and yeah, hopefully you got something from this video. Keep in mind, I'm going to probably be turning on the concrete here, so you won't be able to see it as often, but I'll probably be doing the same pattern, alright, the same idea. So again, just remember that method of everything I'm showing you, how to, this is what these videos are for, and we'll apply it whenever it's bad, whenever it's long, whenever it's soggy, you can still do it. Alright, thanks guys. I might leave that there with this footage. I'll talk when I'm going back to the car, and that'll be about it, because I've got a little bit of a surprise, so hang tight. Just wind this little thing down here. Alright, another little bonus tip I'll show you quickly. Now if you notice out the back, might have been hard to see, but I had the mower, the wheels on it, the front wheels and the casters and everything else, and the back tyres. You'll see the blades just poke out past it. So on my next run, you would have seen out the front here, really take notice, wind back into the video, and you'll see I was on the other side of the line. And the reason I didn't do that out the back, and I overlapped and made sure my wheels were on the same depressions, was because of the weight of the machine, and it was a bit slodgier out the back, a bit slushier, and I didn't want to create too much of a rut, whereas this out here I can double it up and over, and then you get maximum efficiency out of your deck. So usually when it's dry, you should always look to do that wherever you can. Just take note of your wheels, because even on my Time Master the blades stick out past the wheels, so you don't have to overlap your wheels completely. And an inch or two here and there makes a huge difference at the end of a 4-acre property, and then with the Time Master on a 1,000 square metre property, it makes a difference of 5 to 10 minutes at the end of the day. And like I've spoken about many times before, especially in this trade, in this industry, I shouldn't say trade, it's not a trade, where yeah, time is of the essence. So wherever you can gain a little bit, and it's all about the inches. Like that's the thing, you used to play soccer and you used to speak about take the inches, take that space. So with this, take as much space up as you can. If you've got a larger deck than this, it's even easier because it sticks out further and there's no potential of missing any strands. Like out here, there's just one here, right? But all in all, a great finished product. So, alright guys, that'll do us. Finish out here and get the rest sorted. That's probably today's video all done and dusted. 10-minute mark is probably what we're up to. So thanks again. Like, subscribe and comment away. Cheers. Bye. Bonus footage. I've just pulled up for the last one we've got on for today. I had an acreage on this afternoon, but we're going to do that tomorrow arvo instead. Keep forgetting to look at the camera lately. Sorry about that, guys. So just going to get young fella up the side here. He's going to do the I'll just see if I can hold this. Do the fence line, and you can hear him going in the background. You might see him in a second. Sorry, just checking the knew what I meant when I said the fence line, because I want to leave this front edge here to show you how I attack it and how to bring it down. So bonus footage is, let's get on with it, how to get a nice crisp edge when it's overgrown, just with the whip snipper, not an edging tool. So this is just a little small snippet. You will see in future videos I'm going to do proper dedicated video purely on this, because there's a little bit involved. But same deal. Watch the process in this and how to do it. Attack it from the front is what I do, and then I can come through, get my angle, tack it on the top on the other side. You'll just see everything I run through. There's different methods sort of depending on the grass type that I use as well, but typically this method works on all of them. On the tough ones, on the strandy like cooch type lawns, or fescue if you ever come across it. Not very often here in Australia, but you do come across it. So keep an eye out on that. And then I look after the property just beside this spare block here, but with that everything's going dormant now. There's a buffalo lawn and fertiliser just wasn't quite kept up long enough, and it tends to want to go. It likes the warmer temps very much, whereas Kaiku will still look nice with some sunlight and the temps are a little bit lower. It can handle, because in other countries Kaiku is a weed. So anyway, let's get on with this. I'll try and put this camera out of the rain so you're not getting raindrops on there, and let's go. Bye. Alrighty, ready to go. Just had to fill it up. It was not much fuel in there, so hey, look at this, getting organised, getting better. Nice and wet today. We blew it up and in there, and got to give it a bit of a clean out. But we're getting there, getting a bit more organised. So little steps here and there, it makes the day a little bit easier. You get onto things a bit quicker when things are easy to find, and instead of working out of the back of the ute there, the trailer's the go for now until I get this truck. That's coming, so stay tuned. Alright, I'll show you this. I'm going to quickly attack the face first, and I'll get it back into the groove where you want to be. It'll run right down and around, so hopefully up this end you'll be able to see it a bit more, and then I'll come back across the top of it, and then I'll finish with the edge going right down. Alright, so just pay attention with the process of this, and it should stand you in good stead to just use this snipper rather than relying on a bloody edging tool when you don't need it. Okay guys, now there's not a thing wrong with this. As you'll see as I was going through the motions there, that was some tough, really thick weed in amongst some buffalo, in amongst some Parramatta grass, in amongst whatever else is in there. So it's never going to look perfect, even if you use an edger tool on this right now, because of the state of the block and the way it's falling and everything else. It's not an immaculate lawn by any means. It's a spare block that gets mowed every so often, but same concept applies. If you were here fortnightly, this edge would look immaculate, especially as you look up here. You're getting already a nice little raise happening. Now muddy as well, not clean dirt, so it was just sticking. Now I'm not saying that edging tools don't have a place, of course they do, but it's more, if I can do it with a snipper, and I was still, in my opinion, that's no slower right there from using this edging tool. Just in the limited experience that I've had with them, they're good, but there's a lot of cleanup and it's still another tool you got to grab. So at the end of the day, for this little quick tidy up, you're already on the snipper to do the rest of the block. Just tidy this up as you go, and it's yeah, a lot easier. So nice little bonus footage there guys, bonus footage. Now you would have seen or heard anything out here, this was all just matted on the road, so I've just gone ahead and whip snip that up so then I can blow it away, because even though we didn't make the mess, we're going to like blow down, we're going to do all the best we can after we're finished anyway. Without hitting that with the whip snipper, it was just stuck to the ground there. So tidy up, even if you didn't make the mess, it looks like you did. So just another little bonus tip in amongst this footage for you. So I'll set this up. I might just set it up here underneath the back of the trailer and get some mowing footage of this. You're not going to see too much, but I'll just see if I need to tag it on to make the video a little bit longer, but shouldn't do. Trying to get to this 10-minute mark just for the little how-to video. So thanks guys, talk to you next week, and everyone enjoy the rest of the, oh, tomorrow's Friday already, bloody hell. Enjoy tomorrow, and if you're working Saturday, unlucky. Enjoy your weekend guys, see yous, bye. Too wet for the camera. There's the block. Just got to set this up underneath its little cover here. Blow everything down.